The founders believed that in order to keep a constitutional republic, to maintain the republic, you had to have an informed and engaged electorate. The people, a government of, by, and for the people ourselves. The people have to be engaged. They have to know basic civics. They got to know their foundations. And quite clearly, we need that review. At least some in the media do.
That's the Speaker of the House, Johnson. He isn't the only one pushing for Americans to brush up on their civic education. Advocates across the country say there's been a dangerous lapse in teaching civics, with schools lowering benchmarks and focusing on the wrong things. Our next guest wrote this for The Federalist. My students protesting ICE cannot answer one question on the U.S. citizenship exam. Professor Nicholas Giordano teaches political science at Suffolk Community College in New York. He joins us now. Sounds, Professor, like you would agree with what the Speaker of the House has to say about the decline in civics education here.
Absolutely. We have a big problem in the United States and America. Our future is at stake. We're here to celebrate the 250th anniversary, but a lot of Americans don't stop to ask themselves, what do they really know about America? And I just put up another op-ed on the Leadership Institute's Campus Reform. Everyone should check it out, where I look at this exact issue because it's fascinating. You have all these World Cup visitors coming into the United States. They're in awe of the freedom, the abundance, the opportunity. And then Americans were never taught American principles, why they should value the United States, why they should defend the United States. And the results are showing in the polls. Just 53% of Americans are proud, extremely proud, or very proud to be American. You have 10% of Democrats, 20% of independents, and 62% of Republicans that believe the United States is the greatest country in the world. And it's because they've been pushed this idea that America should be judged based on only its sins rather than its achievements. Now, it wasn't always this way. If we go back to the 80s and 90s when I grew up, we got our education in school about civics. We understood how government worked, why we should appreciate and value the United States. We also got it in our popular culture. The reality was that it was immersed in our everyday life. It wasn't just one holiday. You watch G.I. Joe, it was about duty and sacrifice. Little House on the Prairie was about self-reliance, faith, family, and community. Schoolhouse Rocks was about government and our role within the system, civics. Movies like Top Gun and Rocky, Apollo 13, they showed us the enduring spirit of America, that there's endless possibilities. And now a segment of the country looks at America through the prism of oppression and injustice. Another segment, they appreciate America, but they've never been taught the principles, so they can't really defend it. And this has led to a big problem in the United States where if we can't get back on track, how do we preserve the country for another 250 years?
Yeah, the American Enterprise Institute took a survey of Americans and asked, there appears to be an age gap here is the point of it, asked how important are the following for students' education: basic academic skills, social skills, and understanding the ideas in history that tie all Americans together. The numbers in red there are the baby boomers, and Gen Z folks not nearly as excited or interested. Look at that bottom number. 50% of Gen Zers think that understanding the ideas and history of America are important. For you as an educator, it has to be frustrating.
I see it every semester. I've been in the classroom for 20 years. It doesn't matter if they're Republicans or Democrats. Most students don't know America, and so they can't defend it. We don't know how good we have it, how we inherited so much, and we need to pass it on to the next generation. What's happened is these schools have stopped teaching American history, the founding principles of this country. And when you look at things like slavery, you look at segregation, people view this as this is part of America's sins. But it's American principles that led us to fight a war against ourselves, America's bloodiest war, to right that sin wrong, to change it, to end slavery, to push the civil rights movement, to end segregation. We should be proud of our culture. We should be celebrating it, and we should be teaching it. Because if we do not teach it to the next generation, it's going to change. And we're seeing the results of people that are now being elected calling for the eradication of Western civilization. Washington is not fixing this problem. This problem lies with us. We're the ones that fix it. We fix it through the education system. We fix it in our households, that we teach our children why America is important. We fix it through the community centers, bringing back the idea of community, looking at organizations within the community that promote American values, and we get engaged again. The 250th anniversary should be a recommitment to the American principles that made this country strong in the first place, and that's why I talk about it all the time in the classroom and on my podcast, the PAS Report.
Well, good for you. We wish you well. Seems like you're swimming upstream here, but
I have faith in the American people.
Good for you.